redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.
Pension auto-enrolment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
Q Financial, qfinancial.ie.
Based in Claregalway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
Welcome into Tuam Stadium for the Senior Football Championship Round 2 clash of Corofin and Claregalway. The two near neighbours meeting here in a beautiful sun-drenched Tuam Stadium. What a difference a week makes from the dreadful conditions of last weekend to far more amenable performance conditions for these players who already have one round of games behind them. Welcome on into Galway GATV. It's Ollie Turner with you between now and the end of this Round 2 Senior Football Championship Group 3 tie between two teams who won in the opening round of the championship. Corofin beating Uachtarard 12 points to 8, and Claregalway edging out Tuam Stars by 112 to 111. So a lot is at stake today. The winners of this tie will be odds on to be group leaders and heading into the quarterfinals of the championship in a very comfortable position. Most will expect Corofin to be victorious here today. They are the defending champions and are most people's short price favourites to win yet another Frank Fox Cup here in Galway. But Claregalway, they've got plenty of quality in their ranks as well. So it'll be a very, very interesting evening ahead. Our match referee is Mr. James Malloy from Salthill Lochnacarra, a very experienced inter-county official. So I'm sure he'll be hoping to have an evening devoid of any major controversy. Let's have a look then at the lineups of both of these teams ahead of tonight's championship match in front of a big crowd here in Tuam Stadium at the opening of the brand new stand named after the late businessman Joe O'Toole, whose money has ensured that this fabulous facility is now opened. No more stanchions in front of the crowd here. A beautiful cantilever stand for everybody to enjoy the Senior Football Championship fixtures, and this is the first time that supporters will have been sitting in the stand for a championship tie. A look at both lineups then. Before we start, we're going to start with a look at Corofin, who have got so much quality throughout their ranks. County players right throughout, and plenty more on the bench to call on as well. Their goalkeeper has been a Galway panellist for the last number of years, and that's Bernard Power. In front of him, he's got the two Connors, Carson and Cunningham, in the main central defensive positions. But what a half-back line that is. Dylan McHugh, Conor Cunningham and Kieran Malloy. An inter-county standard half-back line for Claregalway to try and deal with. Midfield, one of the young up-and-coming stars, Patrick Egan, who lined out for Galway in a number of the National Football League games this year with the evergreen Michael Farrer, who is also training and coaching Munavay Abbey. In the forward line, Micheál Lundy, who's captained Corofin in previous championships to success, and Jack McCabe, another Galway senior football panellist, man the main central attack positions. But there's plenty of quality up front as well, with Dylan Wall, Jason Leonard, Dylan Canny and Dara Silk all hoping to be getting on the score sheet and holding their place on a Corofin team that is just rich with talent right throughout the starting 15. For Claregalway, well, they know that their backs will be against the wall in this fixture, but they too have got plenty of county experience on their team as well, and they've got a dual star between the posts in Conor Flaherty. What an important player he'll be for Claregalway during the course of this championship campaign. Conor Campbell at number 3 as well, of course, has worn the maroon and white of Galway, as has Luke O'Connor. At midfield is Brian Connolly and Jack Lonergan, and up front Mark Rohan and Barry Goldrick in the main central positions, with Nathan Granger, a quality operator, at top of the left. Claregalway will be hoping to cause an upset here today. Our round of Ian before the start of the Galway Championship tie. Stand. It's a brand new speaker system, but at least our own Navean predates the start of Tuam Stadium. That sounds like a recording from the 50s, but we won't complain about that as we introduce Brian Donoghue, the former Galway and Claregalway custodian. We've gone from one goalkeeper to the next. Alan Kane, the former Galway and Killereran goalkeeper, was our match commentator for the first game, where Mountbellew Moylock were victorious in the opening game, and comfortable victors over Carlastrand. Another derby clash here, Brian, but I'd safely say your old boys Claregalway will be up against it, against the might of Corofin. Yeah, absolutely, Elaine. Just when you're naming out the team there, you know, the half back line of Conor Cunningham, Dylan and Kieran Malloy, it's frightening to see the names out there as well. And then you got Micheál Lundy and Mike Farrer as well, Bernard Power in goal. So it's going to be a tough game for Claregalway. Corofin will probably be the favourites for today, but you know, Claregalway will be up for this game, and it'll be interesting to see how they get on as the game is about to get underway here. Beautiful sunshine here in Tuam Stadium. Hope you're enjoying our coverage wherever you're watching from around the world, as James Malloy is the match referee to throw it in, and already Patrick Egan gets a break on it, but it's Claregalway who win the ball in the opening tussle, and a lovely intervention there from Conor Campbell to win the ball. And it is Claregalway playing with the breeze in this first half, and they'll be hoping with Barry Goldrick to try and get off to a good start. Free in, says the referee, and a perfect start for Claregalway right from the start. Ball was thrown in, Patrick Egan decided to go with the fist. Conor Campbell showed bravery in winning the ball, and straight up the other end Claregalway have a chance to get off the mark. And is this the kind of day, Brian Donoghue, where Claregalway have to kick everything and take all their chances? Yeah, you can't really afford to miss anything against Corofin, just as I say that Barry Goldrick's put it over the bar. So great start for Claregalway, but you can't really be missing a whole lot of chances against Corofin. They're just going to be very, very dominant up front, take the right options, and great start for Claregalway. They'll be very happy with that. 1 point on the board, and it's to Claregalway. Now they have to try and force Corofin into going long with the kick out, but they've got so many options, and there's a brilliant catch from the kick out by Dylan Canny. So when your corner forward is going up, catching kick outs gives you all sorts of options. Good tigerish defending back there by Claregalway's Morgan Moran. He's going to have a big evening to play in this game as well. Of course, a lot of eyes will be on Jack Glynn, the county star, wearing number 4. Again, will probably be playing in a slightly more advanced position for Claregalway. Not sure what you were thinking with Jack Glynn. I mean, obviously as a man marker, he's second to none in the country. But he will have to offer something going forward for Claregalway tonight. Yeah,
he does, and he is very good going forward as well. He played some of his underage football up in the half-hour line as well, so he can kick a point. But Claregalway are going to need everyone to be firing today to get a really good performance against Corofin. Well,
it would put the cat among the pigeons in the championship if Claregalway were to cause an upset, but I think most are expecting Corofin to grind out a result. They weren't exactly firing on all cylinders against Duke Gerard, but did enough in winning by 12 points to 8. Conor Flaherty, who's just very comfortable playing outfield as well as in goals.
Yeah, he's super.
And has played at full forward for the last number of championships. So I suppose don't be surprised if Conor is brought from one end of the field to the other at some point in this championship game. Wouldn't be the first time. Claregalway playing all the football in the opening couple of minutes. Let's see, can they keep this going? It's with their wing back, Mark King, trying to get it onto the right hand side where Mark Rowan is dispossessed, and Claregalway will have a little regret over that one as Mike Farher turns over possession, wins it back and strokes it confidently to Dylan McHugh. Not exactly the best intervention from Dylan as he goes to ground, but fouls his man. Very rare to see that.
Yeah, very unlike Dylan. He seemed to go to hand pass it across to one of his teammates, but maybe he got caught in two minds. But Claregalway, I think Mark Rohan went very bravely in there, bent it back, went down for the ball, and James Malloy gave him the free in. So Nathan Granger is kicking off the sod. Just the last alley in Kenny Park, I think Granger took 3 of them off the side. He kicked 3 of them over the bar as well, so he'd be confident of getting this one with the wind behind him.
Well, he's no excuse underfoot. The pitch is absolutely perfect. There's a nice little tuft of grass there as well, which always helps a free taker kicking it off the ground. And he's got a lovely purchase. Has he pulled that one too much? He has. Disappointed. Commentator's curse, we call that one, Brian. But there is quite a wind blowing slightly across the goal. It is with Claregalway, but it's not straight down the pitch. So I think he'll have to learn from that there is a little bit of an outside the right about this one when it comes to taking the frees. Oh, there's a poor kick out. And now straight back in on top, and he's kicked it straight back to the goalkeeper. A poor ball from Bernard Power, but Barry Goldrick fluffed his lines. He was probably right to go for it though, was he?
Oh, you have to take your chances, but just as you've been saying at the start, Ollie, Claregalway would need to fire on all cylinders. That's a free and potentially a goal if Barry could allow Bernie Power there. So he was right to go for it, but you have to take the risk in that. But just disappointed that they probably would feel that maybe should be further ahead with this breeze as well. But unfortunately, that could be a wake-up call as well for Corofin.
Yeah, I think they'll say that Conor Cunningham driving forward. Again, a good hand in from Barry Goldrick, but Cunningham is just an absolute beast coming forward. And in the end, Claregalway have enough bodies back there to tidy it up and do very well. Jack Glynn, good football. Coming out of defence, a late hit. The referee didn't fancy that, and it's going to be a free. No cards coming, but it is going to be a free to Claregalway. Good to have a referee like James Malloy taking charge of a game like this as well, because clearly there's a lot of rivalry there between Corofin and Claregalway. So just to keep things under a lid, especially early on.
Yeah, and he's a very experienced inter-county referee as well, so it's great to have him for these fixtures as well. Corofin just appeared to be a small bit sloppy, Ollie, from the kick out from Power that went astray. A couple of hand passes there that didn't go well, and Claregalway have got the turnover, so very unlike Corofin in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Well, that's one thing we remarked in the first game, the amount of unforced errors that both teams were making. Simple stuff like kick passes, hand passes. Corofin tend not to make those errors. The basics are always spot on with teams like Corofin. Claregalway, though, will be pretty happy with their start. Morgan Moran on the right-hand touchline. Good running from deep. Excellent football, still bursting through the challenges. Gets the hand pass off, but in the end, just too many bodies back there. Kieran Malloy nips in, turns it over. It's good work coming forward by the likes of Dara Whelan, but it all came to naught. Corofin fly kicking the ball back, but to nobody in particular. Another mistake. Is this a chance for Claregalway to launch another attack? Ball flicked inside. Here's an opportunity. Quick hands. Ball coming in along the end line. Is that a pull back? Referee says yes.
Free in.
He felt that the first foul was outside the box, and by the end he was definitely inside. But I think
it was outside. But a good.
James Malloy indicating it's going to be a free. This will be a tap over point for Barry Goldrick, but wasn't a million miles away from a penalty.
No, I think it was just on the edge, Ollie. But good, intelligent play from Corofin. He was probably through for the goal, so they took the least risk one and just fouled him outside the D. But another mistake from Corofin that led to that attack, Ollie, as well. I wouldn't say Kevin Johnston have been very happy with the first 6 minutes gone here. Corofin have made maybe two or three unforced errors.
So the kick out for Bernard Power. The last one went pear-shaped, so he'll probably go a bit longer with this one. He switches to the stand side of Tuam Stadium. Underneath it, we've got Dylan Kenny contesting it with Claregalway midfielder Jack Lonergan, but it breaks kindly for Claregalway, and through Jack Glynn and Luke O'Connor they can get this ball moving again. O'Connor gives it off to Lonergan. Remember him captaining the Galway Miners a couple of years ago to All-Ireland success. Back to Luke O'Connor. O'Connor in turn. A lot of pace from Claregalway. Get the sense that their confidence levels are up after this start. They're definitely bouncing off the top of the ground. Conor Flaherty offering himself up as an extra man. So too Dara Whelan. And it's Whelan who's now coming forward into the Corofin half. A little pop pass inviting Conor Flaherty to come forward, and this is something we've seen time and again. Flaherty goes for a bomb from distance. Oh, it's absolutely incredible. Well, that's what he gives you.
Well, it's an amazing kick, Ollie. He was just outside the 45 there, but when we haven't seen as much of the fly goalie this summer. We've seen it up in the north, but most kind of clubs stop after that then. But if you have an extra, like Conor Flaherty, essentially an outfield player, because he's played outfield for Claregalway for a couple of years, and he's an inter-county goalkeeper, so you technically have an extra player on the pitch. So that's what they're definitely trying to use there. But a great score from Conor.
Oh, it's a fabulous kick, and it was never anywhere but right over the middle of the black spot. A bit of a scramble in the middle of the field for possession, and again Claregalway making sure that they don't foul or put the boot in, and they've come away with the ball. Well, this is some start from Claregalway. 8 minutes gone on the clock. They lead 3-0, and now they're on the attack again, and there's a man all alone inside, but in the end the shot comes in and is disappointingly dropped into the goalkeeper's hands. What you don't want to see from Mark Rohan. He had briefly Mark King unmarked inside had he looked up, Brian.
Yeah, and it's different from Claregalway's football. Maybe the past couple of years they were kind of maybe hand passing around, but that was a kick pass from Jack Glynn straight away. He was trying to beat the Corofin play, so it's heads up, and they're trying to take the risk there and get the reward. But another point they've left behind, Ollie. That's probably 1-1 they left behind in the opening few minutes.
Yeah, well, I think at the end of the day, it's whatever's on the final balance sheet. A lot of steps from Dylan McHugh, but he comes through a couple of challenges and then pops the pass into the danger zone where Corofin are trying to work the ball in towards that more scoreable position. Patrick Egan with a looping ball that asks an awful lot of Jack McKay, but he does well to recycle the ball back to Michael Farrer outside the 45. Little dummy solo gets him around one challenge, still holds it up, inviting Conor Cunningham to come into the run. Conor looking for support. He's got a man outside him. That man is Dylan Kenny. He's had a busy start to this game. 9.5 minutes on the clock. Claregalway 3 points. Corofin no score. On the left hand touchline now, an opportunity for Jason Leonard to have a run at the Claregalway defence and try and get the opening score for the champions. Kieran Malloy going backwards, gives it to Mike Farrer. Farrer in turn, just a slow little lazy kick pass to Conor Carson. Carson flicks it outside to Bernard Cohn. Bernie Cohn can come back infield to Patrick Egan. And all of these Corofin players just getting a touch on the ball, getting a feel for it, getting some early experience before Dylan McHugh drives forward now and brings a bit of extra pace to this attack. Coming in along the left-hand side, he's got a runner inside in Mike Farrer. Now finds him close to the end line. Has he got a shot off the right? Difficult angle, gets the curl on it. Umpires haven't a clue and eventually decide it's gone past the near post and wide. I don't think there was a lot in that. Wide it is.
No, look pretty tight there, but Corofin were just so patient building the ball around the 45, and I think Farrer was probably handed off by someone in the Claregalway defence area. You just can't take your eyes off them. You need to almost go man to man with them, so there's no ambiguity.
Kick out from Flaherty has been intercepted. It was a little bit too clever, and now Corofin have a chance to get their opening point. Micheál Lundy might think about going for more, and in the end his effort is poor, but the referee says that there's going to be a free in for a foul, a late hit just as the ball was released.
It was Dara Whelan.
A bit of a accidental clash, but a foul nonetheless, and I think the referee is anxious that some attention comes in.
Jason Leonard, it looks like it.
Jason, that's down. Dara Whelan that ran into him. Both players come a cropper, but this will be a free in for Corofin. and all a bit innocuous, but I suppose Micheál Lundy will be disappointed with his final shot. Lucky that it's brought back for the free. But what we're not probably overstating enough is the strength of that breeze, Brian. It is a big factor in this game.
Oh, it's huge, yeah. And you've even seen from Conor Flaherty's outside the boot kick there, probably went about maybe 60 yards. It was high up into the net in the town goal here as well, and it's definitely affecting Corofin at the start. We're 11 minutes into the game and they haven't scored yet. They'll probably score from this free, but it is breezy down here, and Claregalway would need to rack up, maybe at least 4 or 5 points ahead of Corofin at half time if they're going to make a challenge for this game. But just as Leonard is just getting up to his feet now, so he might be okay to continue on. I think Whelan's okay as well, but when they're going through like that, it can get a bit innocuous, so bodies can hit each other, which is what we've seen there.
Pat Potter on the sideline just having a running battle with the Muir Ishkas about running in there.
He had a few battles, Pat, in his time now. He's well used to them.
I'd say, I'd be inclined to listen to whatever he has to say and then do it behind his back, not while he's looking. This will be a tap over free, you would imagine, as Jason Leonard, who normally take these frees, he's still groggily getting to his feet. So this will be an opportunity now for Corofin to get off the mark on 12.5 minutes. It'll be their first point of the game as the ball is driven high up and over the bar. No mistakes from Dylan Kenny. He's the one to get the score, and an opening point for Corofin that from their point of view was badly needed, Brian, because Claregalway had built up a real head of steam in the opening quarter.
Yeah, what a kick from Conor Flaherty. They're away here.
Right over the whole lot. Jeez, he took everything out. A la Conor Gleeson. Gets it right in to the full forward line, where waiting inside is Mark Rohan. Ball is chipped out to the left hand side and wide, however. The pass coming from Mark King, who profited from a huge kick out from Conor Flaherty. So when you have a boot like that, no more than I mentioned, Conor Gleeson, it's probably something that should be used an awful lot more.
Oh, absolutely. And the higher you kick the ball up the field, the better of a chance you have scoring as well, Ollie, because it's far in the opposition's half rather than a chip to the corner back, and you have to break it down through the opposition defence. So it worked out for Claregalway at that time.
It is another chance gone, though.
Yeah, it is. That's 1-2 or 1-3 now. So, listen, it's tough out there even with the breeze. But I think both teams are struggling at the moment.
Corofin now driving forward, looking to try and get their second point on the board. Opportunity for Bernie Cohen to try and work it into a more central position, which he does. Gives it off in turn now to Brian Cogger. Cogger fists it off to Jason Leonard. Seems to have recovered from the knock he picked up a couple of minutes ago. Right footed, clever, dainty little pass into Farher, looking to chip it into the inside line. Good running, good work altogether inside from Corofin's forward unit. Jack McCabe in this instance, left-handed, passes it back out the field, looking for the run of the inside line where Dylan Wall had made himself available. Wall back to Farher. Farher into the inside channel where Dylan McHugh is coming through the centre, 45 metres out from goal. Corofin playing from left to right as we look out into the scoreboard into Tuam Stadium, which is into the breeze today. Back across to Bernard Cohen. Again, a lot of backing over from Corofin, not really making inroads as Claregalway have 14 men back behind the ball at the moment. Into the corner it goes, down to the bottom right hand side to Dylan Kenny. He points to Jason Leonard to go all the way back across again. Start again, he says. This time it's with Jason Leonard. Also coming into it is Conor Carson. Carson making a burst through the centre. Kieran Malloy helping him. Gives it off to Mike Farher, and Mike has to go back and pick up possession. He's put under ferocious pressure by Brian Connolly, or Brian Connolly I should say. Brian operating at midfield despite wearing number 10 for Claregalway. Still Corofin hold the ball. Jason Leonard tries a hand pass over the top. Good defending by Barry Goldrick to get back goal side, but Corofin still hold the ball. They're still patient. Still 35 yards out from goal though, and in fairness to Corofin, they're staying patient, but Claregalway are staying disciplined, Brian. Yeah,
they're pushing them out, Holly. I think they're using the breeze as well to try to get them to shoot from far out, but Corofin will be well used to this situation as Malloy is through here.
Kieran Malloy bursting his way through, gets it off luckily to Jason Leonard. Jinks inside, had a chance of shooting and didn't. Still trying to work it in, and in the end the shot is off the left hand side and wide. An opportunity in the end that fell to the waiting arms of Dylan Wall, but he blazed his shot across the goal, and there was certainly a tap over point for Jason Leonard there, but he just took one little dummy hop inside too many, I felt.
Yeah, there was no real need for Ollie unless he was going for goal. Maybe he's just have the effects after the knock he got there with Dara Whelan, but that was an opportunity for Corofin to just get another point back and just get a point behind. But yeah, Claregalway have gotten away with that one.
Well, that will probably balance the books a little bit in terms of what Claregalway have missed as well. Flaherty deciding not to go as long this time, but it's going to be out over the sideline, right in front of his manager Paddy Finnegan, who grabs the ball, just urging his troops, including midfielder Jack Lonergan, to drop back, get into that defensive shape again, maybe put a bit of a squeeze on here and force Corofin to go long. Lovely little kick pass from Michael Farrer, looking for Conor Cunningham to burst through the middle, and he just has too much strength, too much power, bursting his way through. This is impressive. Opportunity for the score, tapped up and over the bar. Dara sent the man to profit, but Conor Cunningham is a frightening sight coming at pace.
He is. He's a strong man, and that's probably more what we're accustomed to seeing with Corofin. Great kick pass from Mike Farrer, Cunningham using all his strength, and Dara Silton, lovely left-footed kick from just outside the D, or just inside the D, sorry, but that's probably, Corofin will be looking for more of this now.
17 and a half minutes gone. Referee decides Conor Flaherty's taken too long. He's going to hop the ball on the 20-metre line, so not everything going the way of the Claregalway custodian, who's kicked one brilliant point from distance. But there's a little reminder from the referee that you can't take that long on the kickouts. Now the pressure is really on Claregalway, because with this hot ball, if a Corofin man wins it, there's always the danger of conceding a free. Let's see where it breaks. It's a right scramble. It looks like Claregalway have got it and the free. So they'll be happy with that. Conor Flaherty has ran out to the left-hand side to offer himself up as an extra man, but I think in this instance, Claregalway might decide with Brian Connolly to slow things down and just take their time. And now Conor Campbell will stroll out from the back, and they can lift the siege, but a little bit of pressure brought on them unnecessarily by the delay in the kick out from Conor Flaherty, who's now on the ball. Conor brings it up to his own 45, might decide to go for a run here because there's nobody with him, and he's got 60 yards in front of him if he goes for it, and he decides he will. Now, he kicked a point from here a short time ago, now decides to give it off just at maybe the most inopportune moment, but coming down, powering the outside channel is Dara Whelan. 25 metres out from the Corofin goal, but right on the far terrace sideline. Gets it towards Owen Morgan, who comes back out the field. Now on this near side, in front of the stand, is Conor Campbell. He should have a pop. Does, but pulls it badly to the left-hand side and wide, and it's another chance kind of begging. And we're chalking up all of these opportunities because shots at goal need to be turned into points. And for Claregalway, well, they're stuck on 3 points since the 8th minute. That's 11 minutes ago, Brian. They've had plenty of chances since. Oh, they have, Ollie, and it's one you'd expect Conor Campbell to hit over there. I know he's got number 3 in his back, but he does have the wind behind him. But maybe they're just snapping at their shots a small bit, but it's all playing into Corofin's hands. They will wind this down. They will take their time moving across here. They'll build it up the far side, and hopefully for them they'll get an attack. But I just feel Claregalway are missing too many chances in the first half with this breeze, Ollie. Now they are creating them, which is positive for Claregalway, but not executing them is they might go to rue those. Well, it was a similar story in the opening game for anybody here in Tuam Stadium watching Carla Strand. They had goal chances galore in the first half against Montpellier Moylock. When you're the underdog, you have to take all of those chances. When you don't, the favourite almost gets a sense that they're let off the hook. As here comes Kieran Malloy, bursting his way through, just spills off his grasp and runs through to Claregalway goalkeeper Conor Flaherty. So Claregalway turn that over and have a chance to go on the counter-attack. Claregalway leading by 3 points to 2, low scoring first half. Corofin will be the happier of the two teams, however. They're playing into the strong breeze, and they did trail 3-0 after 8 minutes. So the last 12 minutes have seen Corofin lead by 2 points to no score. That'll be a line ball to Corofin on the far side. And all the little mini battles now starting to be won by Corofin, and slowly but surely they're starting to take a stranglehold here in Tuam Stadium, albeit it's been a slow burner. Centre of the field, midfielder Patrick Egan. He's got support from Conor Cunningham. Mike Farrer, lovely little chip ball into space, very accurate, probing ball, looking for the run of Dylan Wall. He's got a man on the shoulder. That man is Dylan McHugh, bursts through a couple of challenges, has got another man outside him, It's great football. Lovely, beautiful passing. And in the end, the ball is chipped goalwards, but comes back off the crossbar. I think most felt it might have been heading over the bar, but I think the wind grabbed it and it dipped ferociously. I don't think there was ever any danger of it nestling in the top corner, but it always looks really dramatic when the ball comes back off the crossbar. But a chance gone a begging there for Corofin. They'd worked a wonderful scoring position. And now, somewhat fortunately, Claregalway with the ball coming back off the upright and the crossbar gives them a counter-attack. And straight down the field they come. Can they get a score? Looked like a bottled up scenario there. Far too easy. Claregalway have turned the ball over. Corofin win it back. And the turnovers continue. Conor Flaherty scampers back into his goal. And Corofin have the ball in the middle of the field at a standing still position. Mike Farher turns around and just prods it back to Conor Cunningham as if he has little interest in the fixture. But there's no doubt Corofin are just playing a keep ball containing game in this first half until they get the elements.
They are, and you know, the last 3 or 4 attacks Mike Farr has been on at the start of them. He's either give a fantastic kick pass through to a runner or give a really good hand pass. He's almost like the quarterback here. All he receiving the ball, he's heads up. He's got so much experience as well, and they're going to look for him to try and break down this Claregalway defence.
But sure, the way Mike Farrer is playing, I mean, he could play at least 60 in that role. I mean, he's just spraying the ball left, right and centre. Kick pass is absolutely perfect. And it's like as if it's the coaching manual, and we know he's a top coach as well as a player.
Yeah.
Still making that transition, but I think there might be a county medal or 2 left in Farrer if he's keeping going the way he's going. A little chip ball into the inside line here has set up an opportunity for Dylan Canny from a mark. Big kick, it's going to drive towards the post. He's got it over. Super kick. Tough ball to try and get over the bar from that sort of distance. But he's got it, and that's an excellent ball over the bar. Dara Silk is the man who's got it. And that really was a fine kick into the wind to be able to do it at that sort of distance. Fabulous, although we are watching Jason Linnard, and I think he's come a cropper from that injury from a few minutes ago. From what we see on camera, he's been forced off the pitch. So Tony Gill is into the game. So Tony Gill is introduced, and it's disappointment for Jason Linnard. Here's Claregalway trying to work a score at the other end, but it's dropped into the goalkeeper's hands, so that's disappointment there. But a real opportunity gone a begging in that instance.
I think Claregalway, or Ollie Claregalway, I'd say they're maybe on 14 minutes now without scoring. They got off to a very good start, but it just Corofin Claregalway have the chances, but they're just not executing up front now, which is just going to be a worry for them.
Opportunity now for Corofin maybe to take the lead in the next attack as they gather possession just inside the Claregalway half. Dylan Canny off to Kieran Malloy. Corofin just following the same old script. We've seen this time and time again. Referee in that instance said there was a bit of barging against Tony Gill. Perhaps a little bit on the harsh side, but 3 points apiece here in Tuam Stadium. Stopwatch tells us 25 minutes have elapsed, so 5 to go to the break, and a very promising start from Claregalway has fizzled out, hasn't it, Brian?
Yeah, it has. It's they definitely had the chances, but they still do have the chances, and they are asking questions at the Corofin defence, but they're struggling to put it between the posts. The game hasn't really come to life at all yet, Holly, and you know it's only the second game of the group, and there has been such a gap between the league as well and the championship starting. So I think teams are going to it might be the third league or the preliminary quarter final until they find their feet.
Claregalway with a bit of a hit and hope, but this one has gone up and over the bar. It's a fabulous score.
Morgan
launched from Morgan open over the bar, and Morgan Moran gets his opening point of the day, and that puts Claregalway back in front by 4 points to 3. But Claregalway needed something like that.
Yeah, they did. Great score from Morgan Moran. He tried one earlier on there, but he wasn't able to get it. But just, you know, Mike Farrer, you just see him, he's dropping in here now, he's looking for the ball. I think Claregalway have put Jack Lanigan on to tag him, but he's just so experienced out there as well, and the way the game has gone, Ollie, that you can, if you have a lot of strength and conditioning done in your younger days, and if you're experienced, you don't have to be running up and down the pitch the whole time. You're kind of controlling it out there around the middle. And we see Farrer here, he hasn't lost a yard of pace at all.
He looks as fit as ever and as sharp upstairs, which is a bigger part of the battle, because he can certainly sense when there's any danger coming, but he looks in supreme shape in the middle of the field. Claregalway 4 points, Corofin 3 is the score as we tweak to 27 minutes. And Claregalway now have to do a bit of defending, because Corofin come looking for the levelling point for the second time in the game. Lovely little flick on, an opportunity for Dylan McHugh, thanks to the interception of Conor Carson, to try and get into a more advanced position to try and work another score. Kieran Malloy outside the 45, screw that one a bit off his boot, but it'll still be a mark. And this will be another chance for Jack McCabe, after kicking the last one, to get 2. This time he might go off the left, leaves the boot on the ball on the ground, taking his time. Referee is just indicating that the clock is ticking. On the mark, you're given 15 seconds. McCabe, no problems though. Beautiful kicker, left and right. And Jack McCabe makes it 4 points apiece. Simple football, executed perfectly. Corofin with points from play, freeze and the mark. They're using all of the available skills available to them. And coming up on 28 minutes. That point now makes it 4-4. A kick out from Conor Flaherty has again gone awry. That'll be a free into Corofin. And well, Dylan Kenny was thinking about trotting over for a shot, but Kieran Malloy is going for it instead and drills it out to the left hand side and wide. But Corofin won't lose too much sleep over that. 2 minutes of normal time plus 2 of stoppage, and you just get the feeling Claregalway are going to have to get a couple of points here, give themselves some sort of an advantage going in at the break. Short kick out, worked out nicely for combination of Darragh Whelan and Morgan Moran. Whelan trying to jink inside, does well, he's got a runner now. Here is that man Morgan Moran, he's got a point to his name. Lovely kick pass, this is better from Claregalway. That's a foul all over.
It's really free.
And a free might be taken by Jack Lanigan quickly. The man being fouled there was Daniel Fitzmaurice, one of the new up-and-coming young players from Claregalway, who, in fairness, will take a couple of years to mature and physically get strong enough for senior.
Yeah, I think he's only 18 or 19, and you really need that S&C base coming up as well. But he's a good player, but it is going to take time for these guys to physically develop. They'll need to get under the bar a lot and spend a lot of time in the gym. But certainly, when you put a young team out like this against such an experienced team, Ollie, you can do all the S&C work you like, but you're really going to learn a whole lot when you're playing this top class opposition.
Let's mention about learning. Nathan Granger, he had a free about 20 minutes ago from the exact same position and pulled it to the left and wide. Now he needs to aim much further right, which he does, but he still pulls it to the left. Off the post, stays in play. Corofin are alert. Who's there but Dylan McHugh to get rid of the ball and get the free. Still didn't allow enough. No, he didn't. It hit the inside the post. It looked like it was going wide actually, but it's another missed opportunity for Claregalway, if we can call it that. They've certainly had more than they've scored in the first half. 4 points is a poor return given the breeze and the amount of play they've had. And it's not done yet as we enter into the final few seconds of the first half. And it's Patrick Egan driving forward with Conor Cunningham. Corofin always thinking about the next move, the next ball, the next attack. Well, now in over the top, there was an opportunity there for Mike Farrer. Might still look to profit from the forward running of Dylan Wall, but in the end, Farrer decides to slow it down. Use his experience. Bring Bernard Cohen into the game. Plays a 1-2 with Dylan McHugh. Corofin running the clock as well, of course, all the time. Their players are aware of where they are on the field and what time is left. It's being shouted in from the sideline. Now Egan with a shot from distance. Stopped in around the house. Flaherty had to do really well. Good goalkeeping. And in the end, he just fly kicks it out. And would you believe it? The Claregalway goalkeeper just literally found the ball out. And the only man in the Corofin half of the field to come and pick up possession is the opposite goalkeeper, Bernard Power. Now, it's a while since I've seen that. Goal to goal.
Power has kicked it over the end-line now.
Out over the end-line, so it's gone back to a goal kick, but a very peculiar. The 30 players were so compressed that 29 of them were within 50 metres of the Claregalway goal, that when Conor Flaherty just decided, I'm getting the ball out of here, the man waiting on his opposite 45 to pick it up was Bernard Power. Two lads who've been involved in the Galway squad in the last number of years with Conor Gleeson. So Galway having a depth of talent with goalkeepers. Jack Lynn missed his dummy solo. He was coming out of defence and he's given it away, and Corofin have extra players. Jack says, gets back to get a challenge in. Still not gone, and in the end the ball has been kicked out to the right hand side and wide by Corofin's corner forward Dylan Canny. Jack Lynn was probably lucky not to give away a free there when he tried to redeem the mistake that he made. But 4 points apiece. That'll probably be it for the first half. Disappointing game, but from Corofin's perspective, they have managed it that little bit better. Yeah, they have. Their experience will tell there as the James Malloy blows the half-time whistle. But 4 points apiece, not a great game of football, Ollie. It's one that's keeping both teams in at the moment, but I think he'll probably live it up in the second half. But I think Claregalway probably have left too much behind. They're just going to have too much to do now in the second half. No doubt about it. Claregalway had an opportunity to get at least 2, if not 3 more scores on the board. Whether that would have made a difference in the overall context, time will tell. But Corofin in second gear look like they're poised in the second half to take control of this tie. They will have a strong breeze at their backs in the second half. But in the bright sunshine of Tuam Stadium, it is half time in the Senior Football Championship in Galway. And no separating the near neighbours. It's Corofin 4 points, Claregalway 4 points. We're back for second half commentary in just a couple of minutes.
QFinancial.ie got the price and advice for me.
Pension auto-enrolment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
QFinancial.ie.
Based in Claregalway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
We redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.
As I say that, Barry Goldix put her over the bar, so great start for Claregalway, but you can't really be missing a whole lot of chances against Corofin. They're just going to be very, very...
This is something we've seen time and again. Flaherty goes for a bomb from distance. Oh, it's absolutely incredible. Well, that's right. Difficult angle, gets the curl on it. Umpires haven't a clue and eventually decide it's gone past the near post. Lovely little kick pass from Michael Farrer, looking for Conor Cunningham to burst through the middle, and he just has too much strength, too much power, bursting his way through. This is impressive. Opportunity for the score, tapped up and over the bar. From a mark. Big kick, going to drive towards the post. He's got it over. Super kick. Tough ball.
Maybe it might be the third league or the Premier League quarter final until they find their feet.
Claregalway with a bit of a hit and hope, but this one has gone up and over the bar. The clock is ticking on the mark. You're given 15 seconds. McCabe, no problems though.
Strike.
Beautiful kicker, left at distance, stopped in around the house. Flaherty had to do really well. Good goalkeeping, and in the end he just fly kicks it out. Ready for the second half of Corofin and Claregalway. Our match referee James Malloy out on the field. Still waiting for Claregalway to re-emerge, but Corofin are back out on the pitch. We saw Gary Sice doing a pretty rigorous warm-up, so he's in for the second half. Down to our left-hand side, he'll be operating at full forward. And, well, quite an amazing man, Gary Sice, Brian Donoghue, to think that he's still going at 40 years of age.
Yeah.
And here he is looking for yet another championship. I think he's got Fitzy's record in his sights, doesn't he, for this year?
he probably does. An amazing footballer. To think that he was, how influential for Corofin he was throughout the years, and with a relatively young but even though experienced Corofin team here as well. To bring him on here, kicking into the breeze, he's probably going to be on the freeze ollie, and he could easily kicked 3 or 4 points, but fantastic player. The longevity he has is absolutely amazing, and I won't preempt when we may not see him out here from Corofin, but what he's done for Corofin is right up there with Kieran Fitzgerald, an absolute legend in the club as well, and still getting on the senior championship team in Tuam Stadium on Saturday evening, so I'm sure he relished it out there as well.
Yeah, but clever of Corofin as well. There was absolutely no point playing him for 60 minutes on a day like this. So wait till to see how the toss goes. Corofin playing into the wind in the first half, hold him back, and now throw him in the second half when they have the breeze for the freeze.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's no doubt about it. He'll be getting on the score sheet as well, Ollie. He'll be orchestrating things up front as well and doing what he's good at. And probably the last thing you want to see from Claregalway for the second half is a guy like Gary Sice coming up. But we'll see how he goes. Well,
one veteran campaigner in for one that's not quite as much, but Micheál Lundy goes off. Gary Sice is in, and Corofin get underway with the throw in and go straight on the attack with Dylan Wall bursting his way through. Okay. Great challenge. Referee had to think about it, but was very happy to let the play go on. It was kind of a last-ditch challenge as well, but there was another good turnover. 2 in a quick succession, and now straight through is Patrick Egan. He's in on goal. Egan, a goal for goal.
Oh, what a finish.
Back of the net. Claregalway cut wide open. And if you had any doubts about Corofin's intentions in this second half to drive home the advantage with the elements, we've got the answer inside the opening 30 seconds. A blistering finish to the back of the net by Patrick Egan. And already you could say it's a mountain for Claregalway to try and get back into this game.
Yeah, a good tackle by Dara Silk out there, just in the 45 to get it all started. But when Egan got it, he just had eyes for goal. Big, strong, powerful lad. Ran through and gave Conor Flaherty no chance. But amazingly, Ollie, I think Patrick Egan was in the Corofin subs bench last year, intermediate team, and he's managed to get his way into the senior team, have a fantastic campaign, and get called up to the Galway squad then as well. But fantastic finish by him there as well, but not what Claregalway wanted in the second half. As I think Gary Sice is down here, not sure what happened, but
well, he's getting a few running repairs. He's only on the pitch, but you mentioned Patrick Egan. Of course, it was only 3 years ago he was here captaining St. Jarlath's in a Connacht College's Senior A Football Championship, and that was their last title, and coming as it did after an over decade-long wait. But how he has transformed from a college's player into a senior inter-county standard footballer in such a short space of time has been meteoric, his rise, and his finish to the back of the net there. Well, it just shows you the qualities he had. Gary Sice is coming off needing some running repairs. I think it's a gum shield that he required in that instance. So
the old gum shield trick.
Claregalway trying to get out from defence. Essentially, the referee gives the free out to Claregalway. Kevin Johnson ran 20 metres down the sideline to protest at that. But Corofin just applying a little bit too much pressure. Claregalway have made a change. They've brought in number 21 Sean O'Flynn as well in place of Conor Campbell. So now there's going to be a card issued here. Looks like the man Morgan Moran is going to be in trouble.
Looked like an off-the-ball challenge, I think, Holly.
Is it a black card territory?
Straight in front of the referee anyway.
Let's see what James Manoy is going to produce. A card of some kind. Black card it is. Felt it was that third man tackle. Blocked his man. And that now is really rubbed salt in the wounds for Claregalway, who probably always felt they were on a backs-to-the-wall mission for the second half. But that has become an enormous mountain to climb now. A goal down and a man down for the next 10 minutes with Corofin in possession. There's no doubt the county champions are heavy odds on right now to see this one through and make it 2 wins out of 2.
Conor Campbell has come off the field as well, through Sean O'Flynn as well, so full back has gone as well. So it's going to be next tough 10 minutes for Claregalway.
Patrick Egan in possession, taking it from the free, trying to get it onto the right. Bit of a snapshot there that didn't work out. Claregalway turned it over, and it's going to be a really big 10 minutes for Claregalway to somehow try and summon the strength to stay in this contest, and that won't be simple. The goal, when it came, was a good one. Brilliantly finished by Patrick Egan, and it has given the champions a real cushion in this Group 3 derby clash. Both of these sides still have matches to play. Of course, Corofin against Tuam Stars will be the final round game, while for Claregalway they could still salvage something from the championship if they were to beat Oughterard. They may well have to avoid the relegation battle. But with second playing third, they'd still be involved in the championship. Now Claregalway working the ball through the hands. If nothing else, they probably need to use up a few minutes of that sin bin time as well, Brian, and just keep Corofin honest, because if Corofin are to go 5 or 6 ahead, then, well, as they have, the ball has been dropped disappointingly by Mark Rowan. Corofin turn it over, Gary Sice in the middle of the field. And this is all about the transition now and how quickly they can work it down. One-handed catch from Patrick Egan. Quickly flicks it infield, looking for an opportunity to drive the ball forward in the shape of Tony Gill, the man who came in the first half. Back out the field towards Conor Carson. Carson with the run down the left-hand channel of Patrick Egan. Plays an excellent hand pass into space, looking for Brian Cogger. Thought about getting it into a more scoreable position, but in the end goes back out the field. This time it's going to be Conor Carson who will try and launch the attack. Michael Farher outside the 45 again, patiently just probing left and right. Conor Cunningham is an option. Cunningham has got a runner on his shoulder. Flicks it back out the field. Still Corofin staying patient. Through the centre, beautiful ball. Kieran Malloy picking the moment and then looks to chip the ball over the bar. A simple score for Kieran Malloy. Patient play. Corofin waited for their moment, and when it came, they made no mistake.
Yeah, just Malloy seen that run. It looked like a training ground move, Ollie. He just seen the space, ran straight through it. The option was there for the goal, but I think he took the sensible option, putting it over the bar. But fantastic run by Kieran Malloy. Very difficult to stop a man of that ability when he gets such a head of steam up.
At the other end, Claregalway trying to work a free and half.
Free in.
And this will be an opportunity, you would think,
Nathan Granger,
free taker Nathan Granger, to have a pop at this.
He's taken 2 off the ground, Ollie, and he's missed both of them, so he looks like he's going to take this from the hands.
And it will be a different dynamic kicking into the breeze as well. He had a very strong wind behind him for the first 2 kicks and missed both of them. So it's been a disappointing afternoon so far for Nathan, who was 3 from 3 in the opening round against Tuam Stars. Referee now is going back out the field. It looks like he's going to be having a word with Corofin's Dylan Wall. There'll be another card produced here, and this time it's going to be yellow. So for whatever that was about.
Not sure what happened there.
It's another card. The sin bin clock continues to tick down. Just over 6 minutes, another yellow in the game. But it's the black card that has proven to be most expensive so far for Claregalway, and Morgan Moran is the man waiting. Let's see if Granger can land the free this time. He can. So some consolation there for Claregalway as they managed to get their first point in the second half. A point tapped over the bar from Nathan Granger, and that free now pulls it back once again to a 1-goal deficit, 1-5 to 5 points. Corofin lead. 5.5 minutes on the stop clock for the sin bin.
I think 2 bounces there for Pat Egan. Referee give it free away.
So, and a foul for a technical offence against Patrick Egan. Let's see if Claregalway can somehow work a yard of space to get another score. Ambitious as again. The referee says no free. Or did he? No, he has blown the whistle. I think in a moment there. And now there's a little bit of back chat from Patrick Egan. And the referee's going to bring this free right in front of the posts.
Looked like Barry Goldrick was doing a dummy solo there, and I think someone from Corofin came in and tackled him.
It was Patrick Egan, and I think there was contact. It looked a legitimate free.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure why the complaints were so vociferous, but complaints there were. James Malloy, the match referee, is not going to change his mind. And so now Claregalway are going to get their second point in the space of a minute, and this very much keeps their somewhat faint hopes alive of staying in this game. And this would pull it back to a 2-point game. So all credit to Claregalway. A man down, they're taking the game to Corofin, they're staying in it as the ball is driven up and over the bar by Nathan Granger. And a very kickable free is not missed. And with 9 minutes gone in the second half, and just over 4 minutes left in the sin bin, Claregalway have managed to cut the gap from 4 to 2. 1-5 to 6 points, Corofin lead. And Corofin really at a strolling pace out here. They just tend to pick it up every now and again. They're really just going through the motions here. And when they need to, they get their big players in. And now the referee says that that's an offensive foul. And now there's all sorts getting involved. On this occasion, it's Conor Carson who needlessly conceded the free. Hand passed the ball to Kieran Malloy and then continued his run through the Claregalway man. Kieran Malloy now is incurring the wrath of the referee. He's going to be getting a card. And it's all unnecessary.
Black card for Malloy.
It's a black card for Kieran Malloy, who has a rueful smile. And I can tell you what, his manager isn't smiling. And James Malloy is just saying, I'm not taking any nonsense, no matter who you are. So now...
Well, it was probably silly from Carson to run straight through him, but the tackle from Malloy wasn't warranted at all. And it's 14 men apiece now when it'll be 15-14 in 2 minutes when the Claregalway man comes on as the giveaway possession there. Yeah,
poor kick pass just when Claregalway needed to hold the ball and not make a mistake and put a bit of pressure on Corofin. A rookie mistake. And Corofin have the ball back. Right now it's 14 v 14. Both teams with players in the sin bin. For Claregalway, they'll hope that they can stay within 2 points of Corofin until they get their man back. Should be a free out. It is. Some ironic cheering from some of the Corofin brigade.
Don't know what that's for.
I don't know either, but it is a free to Corofin on their own 45, taken by Mike Farher. Looking for support. Again, not a lot of movement, is there? It's all very static at the moment, and right now Claregalway will feel if they can inject a bit more energy into this, there might just be something for them in this game, which seemed almost impossible to think a few minutes ago. Corofin still very much in control, 1-5 to 6 points. They have possession out around the middle of the field. An opportunity now for Dara Silk to take the ball, try and work it into a more profitable position. Work through the hands then. Brian Cogger using Patrick Egan. Opportunity now for Dara Silk again. Can he make an impact? Silk looking for Dylan McHugh. Really rugby tackle there to the ground as Claregalway's number 10, Brian Connolly, is just gently spoken to by the referee as if to say that wasn't much of a challenge. But it is a free and a chance for Corofin's Dylan Kenny to land his third point of the game. It's first in the second half, but this would put a goal back between them. And coming a minute before the sin bin ends for Claregalway, this would be a big moment with the breeze if Kenny can land this one. It would certainly give a little more impetus to Corofin, and it's a beautiful strike.
Great kick. Really good kick.
That is the difference. Corofin get a chance like that, they don't miss them.
I know it's with the breeze, Ollie, but it's still 40, 45 yards out from goal there. What a kick from Dylan Kenny.
Free off the hands. A skill in itself. And that coming on 42 minutes means that Corofin have edged themselves
Kieran Brady's coming on here, I think.
3 points in front. So the sin bin ends. Claregalway have Morgan Moran back in the game. That means that Corofin have got 7 minutes without Kieran Malloy to play 14 v 15. In that 7 minutes, can Claregalway somehow profit and turn that 3-point deficit into something a bit more manageable going into the final quarter? That's a quarter that's fast approaching. We've played 43 and a half. Claregalway seem to be energised somewhat though by their efforts in the last few minutes. 4-all at half time. 1-6 now. And Claregalway come looking into the breeze to try and somehow get the scores that would play themselves into a more meaningful way back into this tie and cause some problems for Corofin. Gary Sice putting a little bit of pressure on here, trying to get the challenge in. Claregalway dummying left and right, still holding on to the ball. Possession over there at the moment with Nathan Granger. Back into the central position. Again, the ball dropped, still battling hard to win it back, however. Goes to ground, and in the end, Corofin doing their best to try and turn it over, but by just hook or by crook. Somehow, Claregalway have held on to the ball. Great work by Ryan Flaherty to battle to somehow get that out into a space where Claregalway have won it back. Now they play a little 1-2 in the central position with Jack Lonergan. Nothing really coming out of this from Claregalway so far. Flaherty outside of the right, went for a bomb, but that one never really was on target. And I think in the end they just kind of ran out of patience. Another Claregalway change here. Gerard Reardon is coming in, wearing 23. And O'Riordan is Claregalway just waiting to see who's coming off. The referee is
Ryan
anxious
Flaherty
to try and discover who is making way. It is Ryan Flaherty. So Claregalway back to the complement of 15. Claregalway, remember, have an extra man because Corofin's Kieran Malloy is in the sin bin for another 5 minutes. Here's the kick out from Bernie Power. Straight down the middle. Up over. Oh, brilliant catch. Bree Connolly, middle of the field. That's the first clean catch we saw in the middle of the field. Claregalway taking the mark. Brilliantly played. Lovely little chip up along the line as well. Probably should have let that ball bounce, and in the end he's been hit with a heavy tackle from Patrick Egan. And now it's an opportunity for the new man in. Gerard Reardon goes backwards. Centre back for Claregalway is Darragh Whelan, looking for support. Not a lot of options. Claregalway probably have to throw a little bit of caution to the wind here with the extra man. Hence their goalkeeper Conor Flaherty is coming forward. Very close to picking that off the ground. Corofin are shouting, but it all doesn't really matter unless the referee sees it. Morgan Moran doing well, soloing his way around a couple of Corofin players. Now comes the killer pass, but it's just
well intercepted by Dylan.
Easy. Dylan McHugh read it, and in the end can take the sting out of that and give it back to Bernie Power and use up another couple of minutes. 14 minutes left. 1-6 Corofin. 6 points Claregalway. Again, quite low scoring. That probably won't bother the Corofin manager Kevin Johnson if his side can get over the line. It's all about just getting the victory. Patrick Egan, little reverse pass to Dylan Canny to Mike Farr, who's happy to go all the way back to his goalkeeper. I suppose it's the bane of many people watching Gaelic football that the back pass is allowed, and at times there's no doubt aesthetically it can leave a little bit to be desired, but it is the modern game, and in the end Bernie Power decides he's going to go for an up and under, and it works out as it breaks down kindly in the centre of the field and nicely for the waiting arms of Dylan Canny, but the follow-up has been blocked down and Claregalway come away with it.
Oh, danger.
Looked like again a push in the back. That'll be a free. Conor Cunningham penalised. Gerard Reardon has made a big difference since he's come in. Goes for a long ball, but again it's to nobody in particular, and easy for Patrick Egan to pick up the pieces there and for Corofin to work the ball back to the goalkeeper. 1-6 it remains, and for Claregalway just those 2 points since half time in 17 and a half minutes. The two scores were in the space of 2 minutes from Nathan Granger, but apart from those two frees, haven't really offered much, and it is clearly difficult to kick points from play into that breeze. So the more we talk about it, Brian, the more that it seems very obvious that Unless Claregalway get a goal, there's no way they can get a result in this game.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it, Ollie, as well. And I think it's just 2.5 minutes out till Clare Malloy comes back in. But they really need to push up on Corofin here now and make them kick it long. But they need a goal or something. It's kind of, even though they're putting a lot of pressure, they're just not getting a lot of return.
Corofin very comfortable. Bernie Power toe tapping on the spot, and again just goes for a kick pass that wasn't really to anybody in particular, and it's been picked up brilliantly in the middle by Breen Connolly. Tried to spin his man, and in the end,
wow,
Conor Cunningham just too strong to rip the ball from the grasp of Mark Rowan, and Corofin now could come in the counter-attack as Claregalway were going forward. Good defending back there, however. Claregalway putting a bit of pressure on, but still Claregalway are scampering to try and get everybody back, and in the end they force Corofin back outside the 45, and Gary Sice goes all the way back to Mike Farrer, and Farrer in turn goes all the way back, and so the opportunity has gone from Corofin. But for Claregalway, defending is not what they need to be doing right now. We're into the business end of this championship tie, 11 minutes to go, and it's Corofin leading Claregalway by 1-6 to 6 points. And they're the ones now driving forward. Lovely ball out to the right hand side. Brian Cogger, Conor Carson, all offering themselves up. So too, and the inside line here is Tony Gill. Back out the field. Quick little flick of the hands. There was a time not that long ago that would have been an illegal hand pass, but it all seems to be overlooked now. Bernie Power wearing the baseball cap. He's in the shaded area of Tuam Stadium now, so no such need, but he's just looking for options, and there isn't really a whole pile, so Bernie may have to go for a run. Off to Patrick Egan, jinking left and right. Very athletic player. So got the only goal of the game. Beautiful ball from Egan. Through to Farrer. Might decide to pop this one off, and the shot could come in from distance then from Dylan Canny, but Canny decides to go across the goal. Lovely little ball, again switching the point. Dara Silk off the left, goes for the pop from the post, off the post, back into play. Corofin of 2 men over, opportunity, back across, quick little 1-2, change of hands, up and over the bar. Beautiful point from Dylan Canny. Clever football. Canny profited from the good work of Dara Silk. And Dylan Canny with that punch point extends Corofin's lead and puts them now into a far more comfortable 1-7 to 6 points lead. Conor Cunningham comes off. Claregalway make a change as well.
14.
They're bringing in Rory Commons in place of Daniel Fitzmaurice. And for Corofin, they've brought on Gavin Burke as Kieran Malloy's sin bin 10-minute period ends, and we're back to 15v15. Opportunity now for Claregalway to try and somehow claw it back again. Owen Morgan. Not sure if he plays cricket, but he certainly plays Gaelic football. And he'll be looking to make an impact. So too Mark King. Back to Owen Morgan. Good ball infield to Lonergan. He's got a runner on the end line if he goes for him. Mark King just went for the quick hand pass. Wasn't there. Easily read by Farrer and Corofin. As easily as you can imagine. Turn the ball over, win it back, and quickly it's fed from Conor Carson. Back the field to Farrer. He could switch it over the far side, and Corofin are doing nothing here other than just being functional. Yeah, they're doing enough.
They're doing enough, Ollie, and when they do get that bit of pace and they break away, like the shot Jarrett hit the post that time, they're really good to watch because they're so direct and they're so fluid as well. We're only seeing it in sports here at the moment, but they're just keeping Claregalway at arm's distance here. 4 points in it with 8 minutes to go. It's they're just doing enough.
Well, they may be down to 14 now because the referee is pulling in Kieran Brady, and if he sees that of a pullback on the ground as a black card, Kieran Brady is gone. Yeah, black card. Harsh, but it just gives Claregalway the last 10 minutes of this game with an extra man.
Yeah.
Now, it's still a big ask, 4 points into the wind, but it gives them a small chance. Kind of a needless foul there, but Corofin will have ended up playing 20 minutes of this game with just 14 men, 2 separate black cards and in close proximity. I mean, Kieran Malloy is only just back.
I know, it's very un-Corofin like now. In fairness to Claregalway, they are asking a lot of questions, but in the last couple of minutes here of the game, with the 14 men the Corofin have and the way they're playing, the extra man mightn't really make much of a difference with the type of blanket defence, but we'll see what Claregalway can do.
Well, they have to try and find a rabbit out of the hat somewhere. Jack Glynn sprays it across. He's got a runner on the shoulder, but no, lovely little jink inside. This is good work by wing-back Luke O'Connor, but Luke is forced back out the field, and now they're trying to find the keeper, Conor Flaherty, who looks about the only guy who's confident enough to have a pop at the post. Off to Owen Morgan. Somehow did very well to get that ball back to Flaherty. That looked like it was a lost cause, but Corofin were very close to taking the ball back again. In turn, it goes to Breen Connolly. He's looking for the runner on the shoulder. This time, it's the man who came in there a few moments ago, Pádraig Commons.
Good tackle.
Good floor forward as well, Commons. Now, here's the shot coming in. Is this going to go over the bar? Chipped up high, curling, and over the bar.
Nathan Granger, Ollie.
Nathan got it. So, it's back to a goal again. And all credit to Claregalway. I mean, they're keeping Corofin honest. It does look like a lost cause for the most part of this game. But Nathan Granger's point pulls it back to a goal again. 1-7-7. They still have that extra man. And who knows? 6 minutes to go. Opportunity with Claregalway pushing their goalkeeper forward.
Oh, what a kick.
And now they're in trouble. There's nobody in the goals. Are Corofin going to go for a shot? It's an opportunity for Gavin Burke. Decides to play it infield. A long kick out. The break worked out. Flicks out back out the field to Gavin. And in the end, he goes all the way back. And this time, it goes to Conor Carson. Carson's got Mike Farher looking for men over. No one there. So Patrick Egan goes backwards to Dylan McHugh. McHugh trying to find a little clever ball inside. Beautiful kick pass. That should be a mark. Not given. Referee says he was inside, and he's right. And in the end, the ball is driven out to the right-hand side and wide. Referee was bang on the money. Dylan McHugh's kick was inside the 45.
It was a couple of yards inside. You're not fooling James Malloy too easy, that's for sure.
Oh, it's very clever refereeing, because I think everybody just assumed it was a mark. But of course it wasn't. So now, 1-7-7. The ball blazed wide. Have Claregalway got something up their sleeves that they could somehow pull themselves from a seemingly dead and buried impossible position to get something out of this game?
Yeah, they need a goal scorer. I see Danny Cummins warming up, Ollie. He might try to hit the onion bag if he comes on, but it's definitely what they need.
Well, he did it with the small ball last weekend. Can he do it with the big ball this time around? The Carnmore hurler, the Claregalway footballer, bursting in along the end is Mark Rowan, not getting anywhere though, so he's forced back out the field. All this time, the clock ticks on with 4.5 to go. Claregalway staying patient. They will have an extra man right to the end of this game. The black card for Kieran Brady runs to 62 minutes, so unless it goes beyond that, is there a shot at the posts coming in here?
Morgan Moran.
From Luke O'Connor. No, there's a shot coming in and dropped up and over the bar. Morgan Moran with his second point. And then there were two between the teams. This would be unlikely, Brian, but how have Claregalway still found themselves in this game?
I'm not sure, Ollie. I think it's a mixture of Corofin probably playing in second, maybe third gear, and they're making use of Claregalway are making use now of Corofin down to 14 men. They're taking their chances. They've taken more chances, probably chance the second half, but huge kick by Power. If they win this.
Breaks down, but it's won. Now Breen Connolly starting to come into his own. Also on that far side there, the man who's made a big difference for me, Gerald Reardon.
Yeah, he's done well.
Who's done massively well since he came in the second half sub. He wins the ball. A lovely little click off. Is there a little ball out the field? There is. In the end, the ball is chipped to the right hand side. Difficult angle. Is it going to drop up and over the bar? It's not. It's to the right hand side and wide. Who had the chance,
Mark
Brian?
Rohan.
Mark will have regrets over that. It was a lovely ball chipped across from Barry Goldrick, who spotted Rowan in a yard of space, and he had plenty of time to get that on target.
They had the momentum there, Ollie, for the last couple of stages of play, and they really need to use it here now, but Claregalway are blocking up Bernard Power's kickouts. They're making them go long.
And long he goes, down the middle, straight and true. Where's the break on this one? Gary Sice drops it down, but it's picked up in the end very well by Tony Gill, who did very well. That was an important one. And now Farher goes long with the outside of the right to the far side of the field to Silk. Could have taken the mark, but plays on as he should have done, because it's on the right hand touchline. Now off the left. This will be some point. Silk up and high, and Silk over the bar. And when you wanted an ounce of quality, you got far more than that. A beautiful kick pass from Michael Farher into space, inviting the run. The catch of Dara Silk, and the point was of real quality the score of the game. 1-8. Corofin, just when the pressure came on. Mark Rohan had a chance to pull it back to a 1-point ball game. He missed. Corofin don't miss in these pressurised situations, and it's back to a goal and a far more comfortable position for the champions. Claregalway will still need that goal, methinks, as we tick past 58 minutes, and we're not far from the call of what will be added on at the end of this tie. Jack Glynn thinking about a shot at the posts. Not a lot of options, so goes back to Brian Connolly. In turn, he uses on the left-hand side Nathan Granger. Now still a chance there as the ball is chipped up and to the left
Mark
and wide.
Rowan again, I think. Or was it Granger?
And you just have to say that Claregalway have had plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, they had. That was Mark Rowan there. That's the second one.
Mark has missed a few, and in total, you'd have to think that from a Corofin perspective, without really playing anywhere near their level, they're going to get over the line here. They've also made a change, brought in Cahill Silk.
Just bringing in the experienced guys. Ollie's probably see the game out, but the last score there from Cahill's brother Dara Silk, the kick pass from Mike Varher is maybe 30-40 yards into space when they needed it, and a great point from Silk. It's great football to watch, but when they do it the whole time, it's impossible to play against.
Brilliant point from Dara Silk.
Great play.
Has been the real difference. And when Corofin needed a kick out, it was Gary Sice that got on the end of it. And this could well be the insurance point here as Silk comes through again off the left, should be tapping this over the bar, and is. And Dara Silk, when they needed him, has come up trumps, and at 198 points, it's good night, Irene. We're into the final few seconds now of normal time, and I think there's a lot for Claregalway to take from this game, Brian. I mean, they kept on asking questions, being honest, and in truth, they've probably made more of a fist of putting it up to Corofin than a lot of clubs have in recent years.
Yeah, they've definitely asked a lot of questions of them, Ollie, but they'll probably have more questions themselves than answers after probably missing a few in the first half. But I think they're proud of their performance. But you know, they are coming up against an absolute machine in Corofin, but they've done quite well. But they'll be still frustrated, probably with the first half performance, I think, more than anything else.
Yeah, 4-4 at half time. They needed a bit more than that as the shot in the end is driven up and over the bar.
Nathan Granger.
Well, it's a brilliant point from Nathan Granger. Not sure whether the umpire was thinking about awarding a 45 or not, but he said it's definitely gone over the bar. Bernard Power is being told to get a football.
And the Claregalway team, number 25.
Back to a goal then, 19-9.
Danny Cummins replaced number 6.
Danny is in the game. Is he going to be a goal-scoring hero? He's certainly gone in to the danger zone to see can he get on the end of something.
Great kick out.
Wearing 25 with a beautiful ball from Bernie Power when they needed it to Kieran Malloy. Flicks it backwards towards Mike Farher. Farher gets it off in turn, and Claregalway have to retreat. Dara Silk, he's showing such class, such poise, beautiful hand pass. Corofin may go for goal here to really put it to bed. And
what a finish.
It's Patrick Egan with his second goal. What a counter-attacking goal that is, with Claregalway bursting forward to try and somehow salvage this game. Patrick Egan never had any thoughts of punching that one over the bar.
No.
He was finding the onion bag. His second goal, 2-9 to 9 points, puts a nice gloss on the scoreboard.
It does, Ollie, and you know, with Corofin having down to 14 men, they somehow still managed to get the kick out to Kieran Malloy, and they managed to work up the field, and great goal by Pat Egan. But it's such a powerful player, Patrick Egan. He's developed so well in the last year. We haven't seen a whole lot of him in McGalloway's probably as he wanted, but you know, he's really so physically strong, far more than he was last year, and 2 goals is a fantastic return from a midfielder today. Yeah,
terrific from him. We'll ask your man of the match in a moment, Brian. But 2-9 to 9. Safe to say it'll be coming from Corofin. Might well be the 2-goal hero, but they've had plenty of performers who've done more than enough. None more so than this man, Dara Silk. You wonder what he would offer at senior county level if he was to get into the mix there. I'm sure he's a player that would be of interest to the Galway management, but Dara Silk just showed real glimpses of quality above and beyond county standard when it came to that final quarter. And the 2 points in particular that he scored in the 28th and 29th minutes. At a point where, remember, Claregalway were back within 2. But they were two killer scores to put the game to bed. And now 6 points to the good. Corofin are home and hosed. A minute to go. They're even coming looking for more as Kieran Malloy goes down along the channel looking for Gavin Burke. Gavin has got a man on his shoulder but decides in the end to stay soloing the ball and flick it back to Kieran Malloy, and Corofin might be happy now just to play out the last few seconds of this tie.
They're in cruise control. They're well used to this situation, Ollie. They're going to wind down the clock and
well, they still have loads of space for Gary Sykes, who might even go for a long ball himself over the top, and out
well read.
Conor Flaherty to read that. Referee might just be inclined to hold the game up while the Claregalway goalkeeper just got an accidental clip there.
Nasty fall. I don't know what happened. He looks okay.
Kieran Malloy was very quick to call for attention straight off, but I think he's okay. More winded than anything. This will be the last attack of the game, with Claregalway coming forward with Jack Lonergan looking for a consolation score at this stage. Corofin are also back to their full complement, so because we went deep into injury time, they've also got Kieran Brady back in the game. But 2-9 to 9 points. Corofin doing more than enough to see themselves top of the table with 4 points after 2 games, as the ball is just hopelessly hammered out to the right hand side and wide, and that is that. Brian, your thoughts on Corofin's victory and your man of the match?
Yeah, probably in second or third gear for most of the time. Corofin conceded a lot of chances at the start from Claregalway, but they just weren't able to punish them, but just their class shone through in the end. I thought Mike Farrer was exceptional as he was out in the middle of the pitch. Dar Silk with 3 great points, but I think Patrick Egan, Ollie, with the 2 goals, he was just fantastic. So physically strong and powerful, and certainly he's learned a lot being in with Pádraig Joyce and the rest of the Galway squad, and I think the 2 goals he scored today would give him the Galway BFM man of the match for today.
Well, some things remain the same. Ça plus change, and Corofin are winners once again, and they will certainly be the team to beat. Everybody knows that. Nothing has changed tonight, and that score, 2 wins out of 2 for the champions. Workmanlike might be the way to put it. Paddy Keating is happy. The Corofin people are happy, and so they should. They will look to make it 3 wins out of 3 when they play their last game against their old rivals Tuam Stars in 2 weeks' time. But Corofin will go into that tie pretty much safe in the knowledge that they're already into the knockout stages. Corofin victorious. The final scoreline, as I offer my thanks to my co-commentator Brian Donoghue, to Johnny as well on camera throughout the course of the evening here in Tuam Stadium. It's been a victory in the early stages for Montpellier Moylock in the first game over Carla Strand. But here in the second game, Corofin march on confidently. They've beaten their neighbours Claregalway 2-9 to 9 points. Thanks everyone for watching.
QFinancial.ie got the price and advice for me.
Pension auto-enrolment will soon be introduced. This means that all full-time workers over the age of 23 earning more than €20,000 per year must contribute to a pension, and employers must contribute. What are those pension entitlements, and is there independent advice available? The Q Financial Pension Team are experienced in advising both employees and employers of the positive and affordable options available for your situation. Call 091 421 900 or log on to qfinancial.ie.
QFinancial.ie.
Based in Claregalway, OMA Financial Services Limited, trading as qfinancial.ie, is an authorised independent pension intermediary regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
We redefine your relationship with energy, save you money, and get you on the path to a cleaner, greener future. JFW Renewables, your nationwide solar energy specialists. Call us today for a greener tomorrow.
Goldix put it over the bar, so great start for Claregalway, but you can't really be missing a whole lot of chances against Corofin. They're just going to be very, very...
This is something we've seen time and again. Flaherty goes for a bomb from distance. Oh, it's absolutely incredible. Well, that's right. Difficult angle, gets the curl on it. Umpires haven't a clue and eventually decide it's gone past the near. Lovely little kick pass from Michael Farrer, looking for Conor Cunningham to burst through the middle, and he just has too much strength, too much power, bursting his way through. This is impressive. Opportunity for the score, tapped up and over the bar. From a mark. Big kick, drive towards the post. He's got it over. Super kick. Tough ball.
Maybe it might be the third league or the preliminary quarter final until they find their feet.
Claregalway with a bit of a hit and hope, but this one has gone up and over the bar. The clock is ticking. Mark, you're given 15 seconds. Okay, no problems though.
Strike.
Beautiful kick on left, and has been shouted in from the sideline. Egan with a shot from distance, stopped in around the house. Flaherty had to do really well. Good goal. It was a kind of a last-ditch challenge as well, but there was another good turnover. Two in quick succession, and now straight through is Patrick Egan. He's in on goal. Egan, a goal for goal.
Oh, what a finish!
Back of the net. Staying patient. Through the centre, beautiful ball. Kieran Malloy picking the moment, and then looks to chip the ball over the bar. Expensive so far for Claregalway. Let's see if Granger can land the free this time. He can. So, to Claregalway, a man down, they're taking the game to Corofin. They're staying in it. As the ball is driven up and over the bar by Nathan Granger. Breeze, if Kenny can land this one, certainly give a little more impetus to Corofin, and it's a beautiful strike.
Great kick. Really good kick.
That is the opportunity. Back across. Quick little 1-2. Change of hands. Up and over the bar. Beautiful point from Dylan Canning. Good forward as well, Commons. Now here's the shot coming in. Is this going to go over the bar? Chipped up high, curling, and over the bar.
Nathan Granger on it, Morgan.
From Luke O'Connor. No, there's a shot coming in and dropped up and over the bar. Morgan Moran with his second point. Plays on as he should have done, because it's on the right hand touchline. Now off the left, this will be some point. Silk up and high, and Silk over the bar. And through again off the left, should be tapping this over the bar, and is. The bar of Silk, when they needed him, has come up trumps, and at 198 points. And that is the shot in the end, is driven up and over the bar.
Nathan Granger.
Well, that is a brilliant point from Nathan Granger. Not sure. Claregalway have to retreat. Dara Silk, showing such class, such poise, beautiful hand pass. Corofin may go for goal here to really put it to bed.
Oh, what a finish.
That's Patrick Egan with his second goal. What a counter-attack. As the ball is just hopelessly hammered out to the right hand side and wide, and that is that. Brian, your thoughts on Corofin's victory and your man of the match?
Yeah, probably in second and third gear for most of the time. Corofin conceded a lot of chances at the start from Claregalway, but they just weren't able to punish them, but just their class shone through in the end. I thought Mike Farrer was exceptional as he is.